the bit by bit project from the YByte Python curriculum available at www.ybyte.in is really about bitwise operators. We create this LED pattern, which we then light up, using bitwise operators and different patterns. Now, one very clear enhancement to this project is what I'm showing you here. So notice as the patterns light up, these LEDs, in fact, I'm displaying them both in binary on the left side as well as the decimal value. Now, this creates a degree of understanding. This helps us correlate, for example, what's on the screen to these binary numbers. And I think that creates a nice, let's say, visualization also to the whole project. Right now, I'm showing you for one of the patterns. Let's look at another pattern here. So notice now I use the XOR pattern. That's why the bits are toggling. But the values are going between 60 and 195. Now, interesting, like we discussed earlier, that when we are doing these patterns, we are really not bothered about the decimal, but it helps to sort of look at them. And you can very clearly see the toggling is going on. The bits that are 0 are becoming 1. The bits that are becoming 1 are becoming 0. In fact, this is not hard to do at all. All I'm going to do is to use another turtle to write this. Only thing I have to be a little bit careful about is that, because this is running in a loop, remember, every pass of the loop, I print this entire LED once. So I must clear what's been written previously and then go and write a new one. That's all I'm going to do. So I get back to my code over here. First thing I do is to just create a new turtle. Let's just say P is a so by P I mean like a pen or something like that. So turtle dot say turtle. So I'm going to do p dot pen up, the usual stuff, and p dot, let's say, height turtle, so the p itself is not seen, but we can use the turtle p inside my pattern, my let's say loop, to draw these LED patterns. So I just come in here. I'm going to just say, like I said, I'm going to have to clear whatever p has written in the past. So I just go and say p dot clear. Thereafter, I'll send my p, say, let's say, go to, for example, 100 minus 40 times 7. Now, why 7? Because remember, kk goes from 0 to 7, and that aligns with my leftmost LED. I'm going to put this at y of minus 40 so that the pattern, the text comes below the LEDs. Now, having done this, I will just get my p to write. For example, p dot, let's say, write. Now, remember, this is the binary representation of the number. The way I can do that, and I want to make sure it's 8 bits. So the way I can do that is convert this into string, using the format function. So I just go and say, well, pattern, let's say, pattern, and say 08b. So this is going to convert this pattern into a binary number. And because I'm putting 08b, it's going to be basically 8 bits. And this is what I wanted. Now, having done this, I can, specify the font. So I just go and say font, for example, again, this is just a choice. So I just put, say, for example, Arial, 10, and let's say bold. And I think that should be about it. Now, having done this, let me just repeat this whole statement once again. Basically, this prints the binary value, but I also want to print the same thing in decimal. However, I'll do this, let's say, exactly at the location of the 0th LED. So I'll just go and say 40 times 0. Again, you could have removed that as well. Here, I don't want to put the pattern as, let's say, 8b. I just go and say, well, string of, say, pattern. P-A-T-T-E-R-N. So now when I run this code, you notice I'm printing the binary representation on the left side. I'm also printing the decimal on the right side. Now this pattern is the, left shift. This is one of the patterns. We can take another one just for example. So for example, I look at now, let's say, a right shifting pattern. So here I, again, previously we didn't really think about the decimal representation, but very clear, you can see how the bits are being shifted, creates a nice visualization, helps us understand this whole thing much better. And I hope you found this interesting. In general, building projects, enhancing them is a great way to learn programming, and that's exactly how we do it at YByte. Take a look at our website, www.ybyte.in, because we learn Python programming through such fun activities. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.